Okay. Is this any better? Is the question. Is this any better? I just got to figure out. See, here's the thing. Like, we need.
Do you want me to bring the extension cord in?
Is there an extension cord for this?
No, do you want me to bring an extension cord in, though, so that you can put it up on the bed and have the charger closer so you can prop it on my computer? I'm going to go.
Yeah. Okay. So, Jacob, we had to switch out of. Connection is weak. Motherfucker, Jacob.
Yeah.
Might have to happen. See, what's happening is. Video upload. What about now? How we doing now? Still cutting in and out? Still cutting in and out? I don't know what's going on. Oh, I'm so tired. Look at that. I gotta see these. I don't like these. But I get them every now and then when I smoke. That's how I can tell if I'm smoking too much weed. Better connection and see you fine. Fine, fine, fine. Much better? Everybody better? Better. All right, so good. All right. Whew, stressing out. Jacob is going to get me an extension cord so I can plug this mother scratcher in. Oh, look at him. He's the king. You plugging that in for me?
I already have 2 chargers for you. You don't need chargers. Or put yours in.
Oh, okay. Jacob's. Hey. All right, better. Good. Hey. All right.
Can you do that right there?
Yeah, I guess so.
And then, yeah.
Okay. All right. We're back. Guess who's about to join me, everybody? That guy. Oh. Yeah. Should we move it up a little?
Yeah, I'm just going to point it down a little bit.
Okay. Look. Okay. We're on different sides.
Oh, yeah. It's different.
How about that?
Well, it's more of like head on, too, instead of like sideways. Should I start this?
No. Let's just see what we got. I get to see you next Saturday night. Yeah. Okay. No, I'm not high now. I was hot. That's
We
why.
don't smoke during the day.
And we never smoke.
And we never smoke together.
No. So you almost hit me with your microphone right in the face. I'm gonna lift. What do you think about lifting that up so we can see it? Should we put a book on it? Like, I can't read that far. Can you?
No.
Oh, so it's not just my old man eyes?
No. Also, it's like a screen. Like trying to read a screen from that far is weird. I feel you though. So
should we get it?
do you want to just pull it closer?
Yeah, something like that would be
Something
good.
like that. Okay.
Maybe like that.
I know what we're gonna use.
This is really
Difficult.
the legendary Bat Boy. Yeah, we're gonna talk to him about that today. We got a lot of stuff we want to talk to him. Oh yeah, good one, Boomer.
Is it dirty?
It's all right.
Yeah, Mom's not here. You don't care.
No, I don't really.
There we go.
Oh, that's so much better. Look
See?
at that angle. Okay.
I'm smart.
Yep, I'm smart. So
Smart.
smart. All right,
Smart.
let's start. We're gonna start the podcast.
Do it.
And then we're going to start the Facebook Live. And then what'll happen is we'll do a little podcast. And then we'll turn the podcast off and we'll just answer your questions. Okay?
What up, Josh?
What up, everybody?
What up,
Please
what up?
send Jen Kirkman love. I know she needs it. Yes.
Why does she need it?
Well, Jen made a joke that people... What do you got?
Something in your nose.
What was it?
I don't know. It's got kind of eye booger.
An eye booger on my nose?
Yeah. That like made its way over to your nose.
That's not good. All right, we're going to start the podcast in 3, 2... Boomer and the Old Man is back!
Yeah.
I'm the old man.
I am Boomer.
And so we took a little time off, and we just had some stuff we had to do independently. Oh, I like my hair when it's shorter like this.
Oh, speaking of haircut, me and the boys, Jake just shaved his head.
Shaved his head?
Yeah, because he had my friend Jake had just a mop on his head.
Yeah.
So he shaved it, and Kian, who is in the other room, who's another one of my boys, said, "Would you shave your head if I did it?" And I said, "If all of us did it, I would shave it."
If you're... are you going to shave your head?
If Kian does it and Tyler does it, I do it.
Your head, you have the right shaped head.
I have a weird shaped head.
No.
I haven't had that sort of hair in such a long time, though.
No, but you had a perfect shaped head. I have like a really thin face and a long... So look how long my forehead is. That's why I always wear a hat, because my forehead is so fucking long. And so I really have to... And it takes up... See that? Guy, for those of you listening, I know it's stupid, but because you can't see on Facebook Live, but my forehead, if you took this, I'm like a regular person, but you add this, and I'm like... What's that character on American Dad?
Roger?
Yeah, I'm
The
like
alien?
Yeah.
That's funny.
So, another episode of Boomer and the Old Man. For those of you who don't know, Jacob, the last couple days, has been bat boy for the Red Sox at Dodger Stadium. He's in the dugout. He's wearing the uniform. Tell me, please, because you know you're living my dream.
It's also my dream.
I know, but tell me what that's like to. You know, there aren't many people who gets to sit in a dugout
for a whole game. Like
yeah,
with the Blaze, yeah.
What's that like?
It's really cool. I really like it. Like it's always fun for me. Like for the many times that I've done it.
Yeah.
Even when it's not for the Sox, it's always fun.
Tell me the one thing that you were surprised about being in the dugout that people wouldn't normally think about. Like, are they just dudes?
They really are just guys. Like the guys that aren't like the pitchers that are in there. Most like Price is always in there. Porcello's always in there.
Before I make you go any further, like I don't want you to divulge anything personal about individual guys.
No. But they're all just kind of boys. Like they'll throw sunflower seeds at each other, or they'll kind of jump at each other. They all have pregame ritual handshakes.
Did you get in on that?
I didn't get in the pregame ritual handshakes, but I will say I did get in on the home run celebrations on Friday, which was pretty awesome.
What does that mean? Take me. So you're in the dugout?
So when the balls hit, first of all, the 3 bombs that were hit on Friday: Mookie Betts, Travis Shaw, Sandy Leone.
Travis Shaw, as my buddy Jared calls him, the mayor of Ding Dong City. Go ahead.
That's what Price calls him too.
Yeah,
actually.
The mayor of Ding Dong City.
Yeah, so every time I heard the crack of the bat, I would just stand up on the steps of the dugout and throw a hand up and scream because. Of course, me being a Sox fan in the dugout, I have to cheer with the team. And then I'd run out, I'd grab the bat, I'd come into the dugout, put the bat away, I'd take my helmet off and stand in all of the players and like try and camouflage myself.
Yeah.
So then when they came in, I'd get a high five. But then at the end of every line, David Price is waiting for me at the end.
Yeah.
And we'd give a little forearm to each other because that's what they do when they hit a ding dong.
Yeah.
So they do a little forearm. So Price is waiting for me.
Can you tell? And by the way, that's so amazing. Like,
which is
crazy.
Yeah.
But tell everybody. Because he did it once when Tony La Russa was still.
Oh yeah,
Hold on, let me just finish, and then you can talk.
What?
Jacob, this is. I'm kidding. Jacob has done it a couple times, but he was bat boy for the Cardinals. Pujols was still on the Cardinals team, by the way.
Pujols.
I know. And he was at an age where Pujols was the funniest name of all time. It's
still pretty funny.
Yeah. Okay. So, look, Taylor, you're
and Kian.
Taylor and Kian.
Those last 2 comments are from my girlfriend and my friend.
Who are in the other room.
Who are literally the room over.
Okay, so tell everybody about the St. Louis Cardinals one.
So this was back, when Matt Holliday and Pujols were on the team. First of all, before I get into that, Matt Holliday is
massive.
Ginormous.
He's bigger than Pujols.
Oh, 20 pounds.
On TV, you don't see it.
No,
that dude is a
Holliday's
fucking giant.
He's a massive person,
he's a giant. And a very stoic man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But...
You were on the top step of La Russa.
I was on the top step next to La Russa, and we were both...
Like 1 foot up on the...
Yeah, 1 foot up like that, kind of like a Captain Morgan. And then my grandfather texts him, and he goes, "Is Jacob bat boying for the Cardinals right now?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Because I see him standing next to Tony La Russa on TV." And then probably no more than 5 minutes later than that, Tony La Russa goes, "Kid, you got to get the fuck out of here." And like made me move, and I was like, sorry, and I like walked out, walked down into the clubhouse. I was like, shit.
I love that the fact that Tony La Russa told my son to get the fuck out of here. Hey, you're gonna have to get the fuck out.
He's like, "You're gonna have to fucking move."
It was so funny because I asked him after the game. I'm like, dude, what a great. Grandpa said and saw like a screen grab you and La Russa on the top step together, and he was probably 14 at the time, maybe 13.
15, maybe 14, 15. Yeah.
And he goes, "Yeah." Well, he told me to get the fuck out of there the second after that, and I was like, "That is hilarious." Do you remember?
I love that. I'm okay with that.
Do you remember high fiving Pujols?
Yes.
Near home plate?
I did.
Yeah.
I would like with the Cardinals. I stood at home plate to try and get a high five because I wanted to just be part of the team.
Yeah.
But now I've learned my lesson to not wait at home plate and just get in the dugout and blend in.
It's pretty amazing. It's a pretty amazing opportunity.
Yeah, it's fun every time I do it.
Yeah.
Yesterday was the first time I had been a bat boy for any team, and we lost.
Yesterday was the first time you've ever been at a Red Sox game live and had them lose.
Yeah, that's true.
In your life, every game we've ever been to, Mr. Horseshoe in his asshole.
Yep.
The Red Sox have always won. Let me see.
So that was a lot of fun.
Big forehead, big brain, and big
heart.
Wit.
Oh.
Yeah. So, I have a question for you. Now, by the way, can I bring up college?
What about it? Me not going anymore?
Yeah.
I mean, I just said it, so sure.
So Jake, you did? You just said you decided not to go to college anymore?
Yeah.
Jacob's decided not to go to college anymore, which has been an interesting thing for me, because my parents were both heavy. They made their lives in education, and I went to college, even though I was pretty sure I was never going to use my degree.
Which you...
Nobody could have used their degree in their business any less than I have. But I will tell you, and my argument for him wasn't, and this is what I really decided, there's certain jobs that don't need a degree, but I just don't want you to stop using your brain. If anything, this election cycle has showed me is that people don't use their brains. They don't think. They don't solve problems themselves. They just want to be told what to do and what's happening and be led. And I just want you to be a leader rather than a follower, and I think a lot of that has to do with your brain. So I just don't want him to stop using his brain.
I've always been a leader, though.
Yeah.
Always have.
But it's important, if you're going to lead, you have to be able to
know what I'm doing.
Solve problems and
call me stupid?
No, I'm not calling you stupid. I'm pretty stupid.
I'm stupid at times. We're all stupid at times.
It's been interesting, but because the one thing it's been, and I guess I never realized how much I don't know if this is the right word, but how much I meddled in your life. I have
You're my dad.
I know.
So you have the right to be, I guess, meddling in my life.
But this has been an interesting. When you decided not to go, it was the first time I really realized, oh, I don't have any fucking say over this.
Yeah, I'm 19 now.
Yeah, this is not my choice.
Outside of the house, like we talked about, outside of the house, it's my world. But in the house, because I do still live with you guys,
yeah,
that's where you got me.
But that's an interesting thing. It's been a really interesting thing for me to be able to, at some point, obviously you have to let them go, and what your opinion. I have to let you go, and I know what my opinion. Let it go. I know what my opinions are, but at the end of the day, they're just that. They don't really fucking matter. It's what you want to do.
They matter, and I'll take your opinion to heart. I'll listen to you, but at the end of the day, again, it's my choice.
Let me ask you something.
Let me ask
you a question. Readers are leaders.
Nice
Thank
hair,
you
Jacob.
very much.
Thanks, Tay.
Yeah, he's good. Thank Taylor. Why didn't you say I had nice hair? It's rough.
Yeah,
now it's time to work then. Yeah, he will.
Some of
the most successful people that didn't graduate college. Listen, I don't want to hear that. You can get an example for anything. Let's look at percentages. And I would Google the average income of college graduates and the average income of high school graduates, and then the average income of people who didn't graduate. So it's not impossible. Nothing's impossible. And I don't think it's the actual degree that gets people jobs. I think it's your experience in college, how it rounds out your brain, how your vision isn't as insular. You see that there are other people in the world from different walks of life. I took an art history class, and when I walked into the class, I'm like, why do I got to take this fucking elective? And then when that class ended, I'm like, now I know why. Not that I don't remember anything about art history, but I remember it gave me a better scope of the fact that there are other things out there and people who are interested in other things, and it just gave me a little depth. It took the square edges off of my brain, what college does. It makes you more well-rounded. So,
except your head's not round.
I got a haircut, yes. What's wrong with my hair, Greg? You don't like it? It's short right now.
No one can take your education away from you. That's the one thing my dad stressed.
Yeah.
As we were going out.
Yeah, Natasha, I'm with that. But you know what? At the end of the day, his decision, and I know that he wants to work in the biz behind the cameras, and you don't necessarily need a degree for that. But I have a question for you. Now that I'm thinking about this now. So, okay, when I was growing up, when you're a teenager, Jacob is too smart. Yeah, but okay. Right. When I was a teenager, I remember, and even as a kid, I remember thinking my parents were like superheroes, right?
Okay.
And then as you get older, you see them more as people.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, we've had this discussion.
We have?
Yeah.
When did that happen for you think?
Well, don't take this personally, but I don't...
By the way, whenever somebody starts a sentence with "don't take this personally," you take that shit pretty personally.
It's like no offense.
Yeah, no offense means I'm about to fuck up you and your family.
Yeah, I never saw you as a superhero.
What do you mean?
Well, I always saw you as my dad. I saw you as...
Yeah, but I understand that. But when did you stop taking my word as the doctrine? Like, there was a time when you were like, oh yeah, whatever he says, I believe that. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And then...
When you told me Santa Claus wasn't real. So around the age of 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Because that's for me, that broke the seal. When I was like, oh shit, he's been lying to me about that. Or telling me something else about that for like...
You know the other story about that?
Hmm.
You were about 8 or 9 probably. And do you remember I had convinced you... So when he was a kid is when they started putting the control for your radio on the steering wheel. Do you remember this?
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it you know, it just kind of started to be put into new cars. Well, when we got our new car, none of them had ever seen that. But I had Jacob convinced that I could control the music with my brain. So I would obviously control it with my my thumbs, and I would tell him, I go, watch this. And I would close my eyes and concentrate, and obviously the music would be turned up or down, or we would change whatever songs. So you were like, my dad is magic. And then one of your friends got in the car. You guys were around 7 or 8. It was around the same time. And you said to your friend, I won't say who it was, hey,
I kind of want to know who it was.
My dad, it was Jordan Marsh. My dad can control music with his brain. And Jordan was like, what? And you were like, do it, Dad. So then I'm sitting in the front seat thinking to myself, okay, I can either tell him that that's not true, or I could take a chance that Jordan falls for it too.
Right. Let me just predict this.
Go ahead.
He didn't.
No. No. I did it, and Jordan turns to you and goes, you know he controls it on the steering wheel, right? And I could see a piece of your childhood just fly out the window.
It's like when Caitlin told Trevor magic wasn't real.
Oh, that
Dude
broke his
cried
heart.
in the car forever.
Oh, we went to, it was at your Jew school.
There was call it the Jew school.
Jacob, for preschool, went to a place,
I mean, I know it was a Jew school.
Temple Israel. So it was the Jew school, because it was Jews. That's why we called it the Jew school.
Well, I understand that. I just love how you just don't say the name. You just say Jew school. It makes me laugh.
Oh. Well,
anyways.
We were at the Jew school is also where I sent you to school with a beer can in your lunchbox. You don't know. You didn't read my book, obviously.
Well, I didn't read your book. You know why? Because it's all me.
No, it's you and your sister and your brother and me. It's also about me, you know. It's about me also. Yeah. I don't know if you know that, but I'm part of that book.
Well, yeah, but I know a lot about your life.
Do you?
Yeah, you've told me. I asked you a lot about your childhood and how you grew up.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You sure?
I mean, I don't know all about it, but I know a good amount of it. I know where you grew up. We visited your house. Remember that? That was cool.
Oh, yeah. Did they let us in? They didn't let us in. Huh?
No, because there was somebody else living there. We were just like creepy family staring from the outside of the house.
Yeah, I knocked... Do you know what happened to my cousin Scott once? Okay, I think if I got this... I know Scott isn't watching, so I can lie. No. Do you know what happened to my cousin Scott once? So Scott Wolf, my cousin, was on Party 5, and when Party 5 was huge, it was you were a little young for it, but Scott at a point was on the biggest show in America.
Right.
Party 5 was groundbreaking in a lot of ways. So he went back to his home, I forget what part of New Jersey, but he's from New Jersey, and went and knocked on the door and said, hey, I'm Scott Wolf, can I see my old room? Went up into his old room, and the girl who lived in that room had a poster of Scott Wolf on the wall. How crazy is that?
Awesome.
So there was a poster of him in his old room.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. He doesn't age, that fucker.
No, he looks the fucking same.
How's that possible?
I don't know. That is crazy. You know who else doesn't age?
Huh.
Morgan Freeman. That dude's been old for like 40 years. Are you kidding me? That dude has been old for like his whole life. I mean, if you look at
his whole life.
Look at him. Have you seen a picture
poor
of him?
Morgan Freeman.
Do you know what I mean though? Like he looked the same for like the last 60 years.
Yeah, that's hilarious. He hasn't aged in the other way. You know who else? Do you know who Keith Richards is?
I know the name. I can't picture the face.
Keith Richards plays guitar for the Rolling Stones.
Okay.
Keith Richards has looked the same. Like 30 years ago, you were like, fuck, that dude's old. And he hasn't, and that was from drugs. And drugs just pickled him, like formaldehyde. So he hasn't aged. It's weird because now Mick Jagger is almost past him. I'm like, oh, Mick looks worse than Keith now. I'm going to see them. I'm going to Old Cello.
Yeah, Old Cello. That's going to be kind of cool.
It should be fun.
Yeah.
Me and my 3 brothers are going to Old Cello.
That's going to be a cool little experience.
Yeah, I think it will be. So you're saying, I think you have asked me a bunch of questions about.
Yeah, well, you also I ask you about experiences, or like I ask you for advice, and then you tell me an experience from your life, and then that's how I learn a lot of stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah, we did a lot.
I guess I just don't know if your list. I can't believe how long your toes are. It is bananas.
And my deformed ones?
His toes are like, we call them tingers, because I think they're half toe, half finger. They're just...
It's only my right foot now, though, because these are all regular. These ones are kind of jacked up now.
Well, your left foot is a little different, but your right foot really looks like you get hang upside down from a tree.
Yeah, look how long that second toe is.
And bony.
Jesus.
Oh my God, they're separate. They're not together. Guys, it's like I pulled up a fish from deep, deep, deep underwater. It's like I pulled something up from nobody's ever seen before. I'm like, it's the tingerfish. The tingerfish.
The try to think of a better name for
Tingerfish?
I said better name.
No.
Not same name.
So your friends don't call you Boomer, right?
No. Some of the ones that I've known for a long time, some periodically say it.
Who?
They're mostly girls though. Like when I was at Champs, like my high school.
Yeah.
This girl that was in one of my classes who I had known since elementary, Sammy.
Oh yeah.
She called me Boomer every now and then, but that was like.
That nickname is really stuck for me.
Well, yeah, because you gave it to that when I was what?
1.
Yeah, exactly.
He got the nickname because when people would hold him, if I just said the words "boom, boom, boom," he would just start to punch him smack him in the face, boom, 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 and it made me laugh. So he nicknamed him Boomer.
But whenever he picked me up and someone else said it, I wouldn't do it.
No, he knew where his bread was buttered.
Mm-hmm.
He knew that he can't be fucking. He can't.
Yep.
He can't be punching me in the face.
No.
Right?
No.
So you were gonna get into the workforce, buddy.
Yeah.
And today will be probably the last day you ever bat boy.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I know, but pretty amazing. You had some amazing opportunities.
Yeah.
Right?
Amazing.
And we're still gonna go back to. We're going to. By the way, Jacob and I will be in Boston on August 21st for the Zac Brown concert at Fenway Park.
That's gonna be pretty exciting.
Yeah, I'm bummed you're not going to Chicago with me next week, but I totally get that. I'll be in Chicago next week and St. Louis the week after.
Wait, I thought Chicago. Oh yeah. Okay.
This upcoming week, yeah.
It's sucky for
like 11th, 12th, 13th. I thought Friday was Monday
because you got home on Thursday. That's why I was confused too.
What a rough week.
Yeah.
Do you? It was weird talking to you and your sister. You guys both sounded worried about me.
We weren't worried, but I'm never. Look, okay, let me say this. I'm never really worried about you. I know. I mean.
What do you mean? I didn't take that in a bad way. I was just curious.
Like whenever, unfortunately, this happened quite a few times already this year where you've lost a friend.
Yeah.
So I know that you cope with it, not fast, but everybody copes with death in certain ways.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that you will cope with it in time, and that you'll be fine. So I don't worry about you. I know sometimes you have a hard week and that you're tired and wiped out. So I know that sometimes that happens, but I know that you're gonna pull through it. And so I don't ever worry about you, unless it's like a family member. Then I.
Well, I actually tell you, this week it was nice. I didn't need to talk it out, but it was, I think, for the first time this week, just nice to hear in both your sister and your voices. And if I needed to talk, I could. But it was also weird. It was the first time I had heard it in your voices. Was like, oh, these two are grown-ups. Like, if I needed to talk, I could.
Yeah, I know we're stuck in your head as I'm a 4-year-old and Caitlin's what? 7?
Yeah.
But we're not anymore.
Oh, I felt bad for her. When she was 7 and I was one in charge of getting her dressed and doing her hair, her pigtails were crooked and her part was went sideways because I was in charge of all that shit. And guys, on Facebook Live, by the way, remember, we've got...
Taylor, my nickname is Nubs.
Nubs? Why?
Well, remember, because I thought I was going to lose 2 of my toes.
Yeah.
So I started trying to cope with it because I was like, everybody just call me Nubs, man. I'm just trying to get used to it.
I want everybody on Facebook Live to know that in 10 minutes, the actual podcast part will stop and we'll be answering just your questions on Facebook Live.
Hold this microphone.
What's that?
My hand is sweating from holding this thing.
It is?
Yeah. My leg is itchy, dude. I got lit up on mosquitoes last night. Just on one leg, though.
Why?
I don't know.
I can't believe you didn't come down to Hollywood to see the sets last night. I bailed on one of them.
I know. So I'm glad I didn't come because that was the show I was supposed to go to.
Oh, I would have done the set then if you were there.
Well, yeah, but it would have been long as fuck, and then we wouldn't have gotten home till late either.
I have to tell you, I saw Sarah Tiana last night. I'm so happy for her.
I love her.
You know, she did so well in the roast battle, and she's got her own show that she's filming for True TV.
She does?
Yeah.
Good for her.
A pilot, and it's finally coming together. She's one of the nicest, most
she's such a good
sincere,
person.
funniest people in this town. Hard worker. I'm so happy for her.
She's a good person.
Yeah, I mean, good. And Jiffy has been doing amazing work on Chelsea too.
Good for him.
Have you seen any of the parts he does with her?
No.
Oh, he's so good. And
I haven't really dived into Chelsea yet.
Yeah, and I don't have a job, so I'm just here on my bed.
What's up, guys?
Talking to a screen.
And a bunch of strangers.
So clearly things are going great for me. I'm actually thinking about trying to do my talk show here at the house from the office.
On the internet?
On the internet. What do you think?
I think
I couldn't do an exact thing because I'm not going to have the editing capabilities.
You definitely have to.
But I do a version of it.
You'd have to definitely draw that plan out.
Well, here's the best part.
Because I know you could get viewers.
But no censors, though. That's my favorite part. Like, if we did my show and we brought up topics, but people could really say or speak the way they wanted to say or speak or say what there's no... I think that'd be great.
I'd be in for that. That'd be cool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I just need to figure out how to do that.
Yeah. You'd also have to figure out how you'd be able to make a TV show long and what you'd be doing.
No, I think I would make it 12 minutes. I think 12 minutes is about all I would do.
Okay.
12 minutes max. Me, 2 people. You would be my Chewy.
Yes. Fucking love Chewy. Did I tell you I saw him in Hollywood on the corner of... I do Postmates. So Postmates is like a little errand running service. And I was driving around and I just picked up an order. I don't remember where I was. I think I was on 3rd Street.
Yeah.
Somewhere there. And I was driving, and I look over, and Chewy's on a walker. And I was like, what the fuck?
On a walker?
Like, he was like, on a little walker.
With, like, the having trouble walking walker?
Yeah.
No, I saw him the other day. He looked great. How long ago was that? Yeah.
It was like maybe a month ago.
I saw him the other day at Bentonwell. It was a while ago. At Ben Glebe's birthday. He looked amazing.
I saw him way after that.
And he was on a walker?
Yeah.
I tell you, Chewy always has the best looking women just hanging around.
No shit, he's Chewy. Wouldn't you love to hang out with Chewy?
I guess.
I love Chewy.
I can almost hear your... They sounds like they're outside the window.
Are they?
It sounds like it. Okay, so... You're a paralegal. Snooze.
What?
Aaron, Mark Maron did what? Oh, he did his own show. Jiffy has been killing it. That's a great idea. Your son sounds just like you. Yes.
Yeah. My mom sometimes picks up the phone and she goes, "Hi, babe," and I'm like, "Nope." She's like, "You guys sound just the same."
You never want to play that out as a joke?
Nope. I don't know what comes after that, man. I don't want to know what happens after that. Hell no. Hell no.
Yeah, I don't
want to know what happens after that.
You know what I didn't do this summer?
Wait, man.
I didn't scare you like I was gonna. Are you happy about that?
No, because I wanted you to do it so then I can fuck you up and do it back.
Well, you could. I think you're just scared to get into it with me. I think you know that
you're... Because I'm more vulnerable than you are.
Yeah, and you also know that I will push it a little further than you.
You scared 8-year-old Caitlin with a scream mask.
Well, she challenged me.
She was 8!
She said to my face, "You can't scare me." Now, I know I should have been the grown-up.
Yeah, okay, look. I will admit, I would have scared the shit out of my child, too. But I could have taken it down a notch.
Yeah, okay, here's what happened. Look at the size of my hand when it's like that. Whoa. Here's what happened.
Fucking weirdo.
On my daughter's birthday, I think I've told the story, she said that she could not be scared. She was like, "You can't scare me. You could never scare me. You can't scare me." And I was like, okay. So I put on a scream mask and waited for her outside because she was told that she had left some money on the outside table. And when she went out to get the money, I jumped out from behind the wall with a scream mask on, and she screamed, and she ran full speed into the sliding glass door. Gathered herself up, ran to the door, opened it up.
Wait, though, you can't. There we go.
Locked it, and it was perfect. Like, she really handled it better than I think I would have. But you know, she got me back. Here's my favorite thing about my daughter. She played the patient game. She waited until...
When did she get you?
In this house she got me.
Oh, in the white dress outside?
She waited by the front door in a white flowy dress.
But here's the best part.
Oh.
Is his brother walked by, Dan, and walked by and went, "Hey, Kate," and just walked away, like didn't even notice her, like didn't even phase him. I think also...
Did she go in... He went in first?
Yeah.
Oh, well... She scared the shit out of me.
I think one of my favorite stories about you getting scared is when you and Dan were in a movie theater. I think it was what
was that one where the people had the masks and they were trying to break into these people's houses? And
he heard someone scream, and then.
Do you want me to tell the story?
Yeah, you do it, because that shit's funny.
I know, but every time you tell it, you fuck it up.
Well, because I can't remember if you said. Because when you scream, or you hear the scream, you look around and go, "Who was that?" And then Dan says it was you.
No, Dan was like, you're screaming like a bitch.
Oh, he said it to you first.
And I said, no, I'm not. And the guy behind me was like, yeah, you are, bro.
He threw some jazz hands too.
Yeah.
Jazz hands is your favorite move.
Well, it's not my favorite move. Unfortunately, it happens to be my instinct.
That's unfortunate.
If it was, I would not, yeah, that's not my favorite move. Unfortunately, it's where my brain goes, which doesn't make me very happy. I would prefer not to jazz hand it. All right. So, guys, start, if you want, start asking questions. And so we got about 2 minutes left on the podcast part. And this is where I tell everybody, comedianjoshwolf.com. I'll be in Chicago. Yep. Which includes Rosemont and St. Charles at Zanies. I believe the 11th, 12th, and 13th. And then 18th, 19th, 20th at the Helium in St. Louis.
Then we're in Boston. And then we're shipping up to Boston.
Oh. And then we're going to see Zach Brown 21st. And then
another Sox game, right?
Another Sox game on the 26th, 5th.
Is it 5th?
Yep. And then I'm in New York to shoot Comedy Knockout. And then I go see your mom. And then I perform in Atlanta at the Punchline. That second week in September. So come out wherever you are. Anything hear you?
Go Sox.
All right, and everybody.
Looking for 2 out of 3 today. David Price pitching today.
Fuck yeah.
I was talking to him. He's super excited to hit today.
Is he?
Yeah. He was like, I was going up against a lefty today, but they changed it, and I'm super excited because I'm going to hit the fuck out of this dude. And I was like, yeah, man, I'm excited to see that too.
I am too. I'm excited to go see the game.
Yeah.
This will be the last time I see it, and I'm pretty thrilled. I do want to tell you as we're signing off, and the more that I talk to people, and I talk to some people in the clubhouse, I'm super proud of you, man.
Thanks.
I'm proud of the person that you are.
Thanks.
I can say this honestly, I'm never scared to bring you anywhere and plop you down in front of anybody, because I know that you...
We'll make conversation.
And not just make conversation, but, I won't tell you who, but there are some people in the clubhouse too who are like, that dude makes me feel good.
All right.
So I appreciate you, man, and it's one of the reasons that, even though obviously I worry about all you guys for different reasons,
I'm the most social out of the 3 of us.
In a different way, but I know that I can plop you down anywhere, and I'm proud of you, and you're a good person. That's the most important thing to me, is that you're a good person.
Thanks.
So rock and roll, man. Have a good time today. We're going to turn the podcast off. We're going to go straight to Facebook Live, and see you later, everybody.
Peace.
Okay, so...
Sweating holding that thing, man.
Okay,
it's like gross. Here
we are with you guys. Questions, if you have any. Can you give me and my future wife a shout-out? Getting married on the 20th. Yeah, Ray Simpson, man.
Congrats, man.
Congrats.
Good for you.
Surgery and John Johnson, Jacob.
Yes.
Do you think there's things you'd learn in college that you wouldn't learn anywhere else?
How to shotgun a beer in 2 seconds? That's pretty much about it. I saw a dude do it in a second and a half at LSU, man. That was really impressive.
Unfortunate that that's all you think you learned in college.
Hey, man. I was going for a laugh. All right?
Yeah, I know.
I got it.
That's my boy.
It would, dude. I mean, from the first semester at LSU, the only thing I was learning was, I don't need to learn social skills. I have plenty of that.
Yeah. But it's the education part.
Yeah, it's the education for me, and then it's also the learning to schedule yourself because you're living alone.
And your brain is a muscle, and
you need to
college makes you use your brain.
I get that.
That's my thing.
I get where he's coming from.
And by the way, thank you, Natasha.
Yes, I agree with that. That I'm okay with that, and I get it. For me, it's just if I do want to do something where I wanted to get a degree, like if I wanted to do business and I needed to learn stuff like that, I'd be going to college.
Right.
But for what I want to do, there's no point of me sitting in the classroom for 4 more years.
I'm with it.
And you paying $200,000.
I just want you to use your brain, man.
I will, but I will do it where you don't have to pay $200,000 for me to sit in a classroom.
Happy. I think that's a great idea.
I think it's fair for both of us.
Debbie wants to know, did we root for your Cleveland Cavaliers over the Warriors? You bet your sweet ass we did.
Fucking bet we did, man.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck them.
I can learn that from from your dad. Learn what? Hey, does Jacob ever
thought about going on stage? You know, everybody asked me that. I would definitely say probably not, because I think I'd have an expectation to live up to.
Yeah, but I don't think it's your thing. Either.
Yeah, I also don't think it would be.
Yeah. If you were an Olympian, what sport would you both compete in?
Table tennis.
Oh, speed walking.
Table tennis, dude. I'd love to be an Olympic ping pong player.
Speed walking? They're not allowed to lift both feet off the ground at once, because if they do, they're fucking kicked out.
Is that a thing, really?
Yeah, speed walkers make me giggle. You know what's fun? What you should do is watch speed walking, but turn off the volume and just do the commentating yourself. It's a good time.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Jake, you will succeed as long as you put your all into it. Yes, Natasha. Thank you. By the way, Natasha is a friend of ours. We've known Natasha for a long time. Mm-hmm. Natasha's known you for a very long time. So are amazing together.
Jacob, you can always go to college at any time. Sure. You know, I was actually thinking about it. I was actually thinking about, after this year, like, seeing where I put myself, like, financial-wise, and anywhere that I am. Like, it's like, look, it's still always in my head. For now, it's not what I want to do.
Just don't stop using your brain.
I won't.
That's all I can ask. Don't stop using your brain. And Pokemon Go doesn't count.
Hey, man, that shit's fun, okay?
Yep.
Level 18.
Got it.
Team Valor.
Does your brother still live in Park City? You mean my cousin? I'm not sure I'm supposed to say where he lives.
Yeah, we won't
I'm not big on
revealing.
Yeah, it's not up to me.
Yeah.
But my cousin.
Does your dad ever embarrass you on TV? Yes.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, my God.
Every time I was on TV?
Yeah, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you told the iPad story on Chelsea.
Yeah, there's one story he hates, and I've told it on TV twice. I recorded the shout out on my phone. Yeah, of course you can repost it on your Facebook, man. Of course.
Congrats, man.
Congrats to you. And so I'm gonna also Facebook Live from the field on Dodger Stadium.
Okay, good idea.
So I'm gonna get a little bit of Jacob in his uniform.
I got to keep that blue one.
It's pretty amazing.
So excited.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. You're welcome. And so Jakey and I are also trying to decide, like, one of the reasons why this went away for a little bit. Part of it is my fault. You know, I'm a bit of a control freak. And I want things to be done my way, in my time. Look at that. In my way, in my time. And I want it structured, and I want it in...
Yeah, Ken Brown, Team Valor. Sorry, it's Pokemon.
Oh, and this guy So I was like, we need to make this more of a thing. Make it more of like not a business, but keep it on schedule, like a routine in business. And so he was like, why can't we just do it for fun? And I was like, yeah, but I have so many things going on. I can't just do this for fun. And he was like, well, we're not going to just do it for fun. So I think we're trying to figure out a way to marry those two. Is that right?
Yeah.
We do it for fun, which is fun for me because I get them by myself for like an hour, which is so amazing. But then also, I do want to make sure, because my thing is, I would love to turn this somehow. I would love for people to see the two of us and go, oh, yeah, we should do a show with them.
Yeah.
And that was my thing. So I was just trying to make it more of a business. The more I look at my forehead, the more I can't believe I've lived with this thing my whole life. Look at that. Your hand barely covers it.
Yeah, that's
like a true 4-finger forehead.
That's like a hand head.
Hand head?
That's my whole hand, dude. My palm reaches all the way across your head.
I have to tell you something honestly. Your palm is sweaty as fuck.
I told you.
Like an old clammy hand.
Yeah, it's because I'm holding that damn mic.
I didn't get clammy hand from holding the mic. Okay. 5-head, Natasha, it's more than that. Jake is such a good kid, yes. Ken Brown, a little bit of a control freak, yeah. And people have heard the iPad story. Y'all are hilarious. Thank you very much.
Yeah, people. Anybody who watched Chelsea has heard that iPad story.
Or anybody who's been
to a show of yours has heard that iPad story. Yep.
Yeah.
It's kind of just accepting that at this point.
As you should. It's a pretty special story.
It's not that special. At all.
Oh, yeah.
Not really.
Anybody who's in Chicago for next week, come on, make sure I tell it.
Yeah, he'll definitely let you know.
Yeah, that's why you're not. You hate that story.
Yep.
I might, and by the way, I'm doing.
Here's my one tip for anybody.
Yeah.
Who shares for some reason an Apple account with their parents. Make sure you turn photo stream off. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Good idea. I'm thinking about bringing him to. I'm doing a college in Springfield near my hometown. I think I'm gonna bring Jakey with me. If you guys know anybody in Springfield or any college students there, they want to come and take pictures with him or ask questions.
Like Joey Diaz.
What's that?
I say
Combination of fun and business, like Joey Diaz. That's right. It's odd to have followed your career.
Ever come to Cleveland, Debbie? Yes, I went to Cleveland once. Saw someone got shot. Never going back.
Oh yeah, you saw someone get shot. We sent him off for quesadillas late night.
Came back.
And I just heard gunshots, and I'm like, oh no. And
yeah,
I looked out across the street, and somebody was laid out in the alley. I call him on the phone. I go, hey man. I go, someone got shot. And he goes, yeah, I know.
Crazy, right? He goes, yeah, you should come back out. I'm like, no, man. I just paid for the quesadillas. I'm waiting for that shit.
Yeah, he was waiting for the quesadillas.
Well, you know why?
Everybody else ran away. Dude was waiting for his quesadillas.
Everybody scattered in the restaurant, and I was like, 2 quesadillas, please. Dude, we just had shitty quesadillas the night before that. I was not fucking leaving.
Oh, those were terrible.
It was like a crispy chalupa.
But crispy chalupa was my nickname in high school.
Crispy chalupa is funny.
Yeah, that's not a terrible one.
You know what would be funnier is cheesy chalupa.
Yeah, but it has to happen
organically. I know, I'm just saying, I just thought about that now.
I don't know, I think crispy chalupa is better. I think that was
Let's take a vote now. Crispy chalupa or cheesy chalupa?
Here's my theory on that was my nickname in high school. I like them better
when they don't make
sense. That's what she said. When they don't make exact sense, right? So cheesy chalupa makes more sense, but crispy chalupa, you're like, that could be dirty, or I don't know if that makes sense. And that's kind of what I like, because it makes you move use your imagination a little.
See, that's using my brain.
Yeah. Well, then I'll solve them. My college, you can just make jokes about crispy chalupas.
At least he didn't leak the pic online. If my dad were to leak a picture like that, I think we'd have a little bit of a trust issue.
Do we have a trust issue?
No, I'm just saying we would have a trust issue.
Yeah.
I mean, I trusted you not to tell that story, but I got over it.
Well, you never told me not to tell it.
I kind of thought it was implied.
Why? No other stories off limits.
This one... Never mind. Screw it. I'm not even going to get into it. It's already been told.
Yeah.
I can't argue it anymore.
Yeah, and you know what? You know that plane ticket that I bought for you to come to Boston?
Yeah.
That joke helped pay for that ticket. So, shit happens. You know what I mean?
The woman who got stabbed in central London happened 2 minutes from where I live.
What woman who got stabbed in central London?
Oh, it happened like... Wait, the woman who was in Parliament, like the...
Oh, the Brexit thing?
Yeah, no, it actually...
That was the Brexit thing.
It happened while me and Taylor were in London.
Yeah, that was the Brexit.
Yeah, we actually were, when we were next to Buckingham Palace, and there was a memorial there, literally 20 feet from us.
Really?
It happened the day before.
Did you ever
it was crazy.
take pictures of Buckingham Palace?
Yeah, I have a bunch of pictures.
You did?
Yeah.
How crazy if you'd been taking pictures and then I took off the hat and it was me. And you'd have been like, what are you doing here? I'm just hanging out.
What's up?
It's my day. It's my weekend job. I could never do that. I couldn't sit still for that long. Please say hi to the love of my life, Jared Losi.
Lucy?
We just lost our baby son-in-law.
Oh.
Jared, so sorry about your loss.
Sorry to hear that, bud. That's heartbreaking.
And yeah, I'm sorry about your loss. And I don't know what to say. I can't. I can't begin to put myself in your situation, but you know, all love sending out to you guys.
Stay strong, man.
Yeah, all love. You're backwards, literally. Oh yeah, everything is backwards.
Yeah,
actually. Yeah.
That's,
and my hat is backwards too.
That's what happens with a camera. You know,
the camera when you turn it around.
Yeah, kind of.
I wish my forehead was backwards. No, in
Wouldn't
Russell Square a few days ago. Oh, I don't even know what I mean.
There was another? Oh, wow.
Huh. Dean Goldberry, hang in there.
Don't know who it is, but hang in there.
Yep. Dean Goldberry, hang in there. All right, listen, guys. If there are no more questions for us,
we have to get ready.
We gonna we're gonna get out of here. So we're gonna give you 2 minutes. We don't see any more questions. We're gonna take off. I'm gonna maybe take a shower. I'm a little swampy in the nether regions.
Hashtag sticky sack.
Hashtag sticky sack is right. So I wouldn't mind cleaning that shit up before I get out of here.
Do you ever talk to Caparulo anymore?
No.
You don't?
No.
Just.
Yeah, not because I don't talk to Caparulo because I won't talk to him. I just
haven't had any connection.
Yeah, I never really mingled with him socially. I just kind of saw him either at Chelsea or on my show. So we never hung out socially. I don't know what his social circles are. And I never see him in town at the Comedy Store, at the Laugh Factory or anything, so no.
Has he ever come in?
I don't have any idea what he's doing, to tell you the truth. I think he's got a baby and his wife, and he and Jamie are really happy, and I think they all travel together, so.
There you go.
I don't know. Thank you. He's from Cleveland. Yes, he is. Debbie, you're pretty fucking hung up on Cleveland. How's Bethany's movie going? She starts on Monday. I couldn't be more happy, more proud, more excited for her. Guys, here's one thing. She's been doing this for 20 fucking years.
She's been waiting for this one for a long time.
20 years. Like, I respect that so much that she never gave up and she never stopped believing and she never stopped trying. If anything, she worked harder and harder and harder and harder. Fuck. You know, my whole Fairly Normal podcast has really started out, the genesis of it was, you know, for people to talk about overcoming and being inspired and not quitting and staying positive. And, man, for 20 years, you know, she's had pops here and there, but nothing like this.
Yeah.
And so I'm so happy for her and so proud of her. And yeah.
Love you, Mom.
Natasha, I will. And her movie is called Forever My Girl. Not only is the movie itself and the script fantastic, but the soundtrack of all original songs are out of this world. So, yeah. All right. I don't see any more questions. So, peace.
Love and cornbread.
Peace, love, and cornbread, by the way.
For anybody who doesn't know.
Bethany and I got married in the French Quarter in New Orleans. And I'm a huge Black Crowes fan. Huge.
Didn't we sing a Black Crowes?
We sang Hard to Handle, you and I, with a band at our 10-year anniversary. So, Bethany and her sister Amy saw Chris Robinson, the lead singer of the Crowes, walking down the street in the quarter, French Quarter, and said, "Hey, my husband is a huge Black Crowes fan. Will you sign this?" And he signed. It's our wedding, and he signed Peace, Love, and Cornbread. Chris Robinson. Maybe my favorite signature of all time. It's
a great
the
signature.
only one that I've gotten framed.
Yeah, that's true.
Peace, Love, and Cornbread. For whatever reason.
That's just amazing.
And the day before our wedding
it's
in
amazing.
that magical city. So.
Oh, such a great city.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That is it.
Yeah. I do want you to, if you have any suggestions for Jakey and I, if you have any suggestions for what you would like to see or hear us talk about.
Or see us do anything stupid and post it on social media.
Yep. Just put them down there. You want to see more karaoke? We can do that.
We haven't done one of those in a long time.
I know.
We should do that.
And I do want, if you are a father or a son or a mother or a daughter, and you think in any way, shape, or form that that other person in that relationship will benefit from this, I know some people have said it. They like to watch it. You know, I've had some dads say, you know, my son and I watched the show together. That warms the cockles of my heart. I said cockle.
You said cockle. What's a cockle?
A cockle is something in my heart, I think. It's just a saying that but I'm not too clear on what an actual cockle is.
I don't know if that's an actual thing.
Cockle? Cockle is a thing.
Well, I guess it's like a synonym for like depth, like the depths of my heart, like the bottom of my heart.
I don't know what cockle means.
You know what? We're going to go on and continue what you were saying.
Well, I have to tell you, I've been using this word for many years, and I don't know what it is. See them? They are outside.
Are they?
Yeah, I can see the shadows. Maybe they're playing the
ping
pong.
Maybe.
All right, everybody. We're off to the Red Sox game today.
Go Sox.
We love you. We're going to try to do another one of these. We'll definitely do one from Boston after the Zach Brown concert.
And definitely do one from the Monster.
Oh, yeah. Maybe we should Facebook
We should do it live for the Monster. That'd be cool, though.
Oh,
there we go.
I wonder if you could hear us. All right. Thank you, guys. Yes, karaoke. Get high. No, we don't get high together. You made our whole day. I'm sorry. I'm glad that we could do something for you.
Yes.
And you guys stay strong.
Mm-hmm.
Lorna says it's a small mollusk.
A cockle?
There can't be a mollusk in my heart. Isn't a mollusk like a shell?
Yeah, you might have to get that checked out.
I don't have shellfish in my heart. Be a great name for a song.
Shellfish in my heart?
Yeah.
That actually is a great
You know,
name.
Shellfish in my heart. You know who would sing that? Cake.
Yeah.
Cake would sing Shellfish in my heart.
You know why? Because stick shifts and safety belts.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Boom.
You should pitch that.
All right. Later, skater.
Pieces.